So today's project, we are going to be redoing my Girl Scout technical toolbox for my daughter's Girl Scout troop to be a little bit more functional. So we just keep things in here that we use during different crafts and things like that. So just different kinds of pliers. We got a ring sizer. We're doing jewelry one day. Inside, we have lots and lots of scissors, some plastic bags, etc. We need to make this more functional because we recently, as you can see some of the things around us, we got into painting stepping stones, which required us to have stencils and paints and paint brushes, etc., etc. So right now, everything's kind of all over the place. A cardboard box is not exactly the best thing to store things in. So let's try to apply a few pieces of technology and just some common sense and try to figure out how we can make this a little bit better for storage and safety of our stuff for the Girl Scout troop. Okay, step one, I'm just going to take all the scissors out of the bottom and let's just put them in here for the moment. This is not going to be the final destination, but this is kind of a one step at a time thing. So just get in here and you're like, why do we need so many scissors? Like, well, we got 12 Girl Scouts. So there we go. So the next thing to take care of is the paint. So I went digging around the Maker World and I found this model, and this is actually most excellent. So this is for a 2-ounce bottle of paint, and 2 ounces, like 59 milliliter. Okay, so these go in, and the way it works is they kind of semi-nest together. And so I printed off enough to where they're mostly nesting inside. If I can get in there. There we go. And all I have to do is just populate these with the paint, and it will keep it out of the way and keep it safe from turning over. The tray sits on these two things here, which are very high, and that gives us some more room. So let's get this stuff put in there, and we'll come back and start on the next part. Turns out I had one more bottle than I had space, but it worked out perfectly. All I'm doing here is just making the stencil shorter, and made a mistake right there, but I'll fix that later. So basically I just need them to be able to fit into the same envelope that we'll use later. So right now they're like 14 inches wide, and I just need it to be about 11 inches, 10 inches wide. So here is a 3D printed box to dispense plastic bags. So I use this in my pantry. I don't have the video released on that, but this is great. It's 2 colors because I ran out of white, and green and white are the Girl Scout colors, so that worked out perfectly. So it's just a box. I made it a little bit taller than normal. You have a lid that slides on, and from there you just pull it out to get a bag, and that's a little bit more steady and sturdy than the paper box it came in. So here I decided to go just old school and get an envelope to stick the stencils in. They all fit now into what is a 9 by 12 manila envelope, and that's probably all we need for right now. I've tried to use a plastic envelope, but it was too big and wasn't fitting very well. So here I am just putting them in there, and that's just going to be as good as anything else I could think of. It doesn't exactly fit. I was trying not to curl up the edges if they stay there too long, but I think this will work fine. And now what I'm doing is I'm actually putting the scissors. I realized they would fit. They're almost all exactly the same kind, so they will fit in that recess between the plastic bags and the wall. So all I'm doing now is I'm taking them out of the top and putting them at the bottom. It's easier to have the scissors down there anyways. It'll be safer for everybody, and this worked out perfectly as well.
And the final step is making a home for the paintbrushes. So I got these zippered canvas bags off of Amazon, and they are perfect for this. They should last a long time. So I'm just putting all the paintbrushes in the first bag, and then I'm putting the foam brushes in the second bag, and those go right on top and fit perfectly underneath the tool tray that has all the pliers and things in it. Okay, this may look silly to a lot of people, but for me, this is a high accomplishment. So all the Girl Scout stuff is stored. It's neat. We know where everything is. Everything is in a protected place, and it should make using it just a whole lot easier. And I'm sure we'll get another one to store other kinds of tools in. But for now, this is our toolkit. Thanks for watching.